The Mavic Pro is the smallest camera-equipped quadcopter in GS drone lineup. The Chinese company is best known for its phantom range of affordable, easy-to-fly drones, and the Mavic Pro is designed to offer many of the same benefits. So you get decent flight time, long-range remote control, a live video feed of the drone's viewpoint beamed to your smartphone, and stable 4K video recording but in a more easily portable package. Priced at £1,099, the Mavic Pro weighs just 743 grams and, when folded down, measures only 83 by 83 by 198 mm, more than compact enough to slip into a small bag. It comes with a battery delivering around 27 minutes of flight per charge, plus it has a top speed of some 40 miles per hour, a 12MP camera mounted on a 3-axis gimbal, and a compact remote control that works in tandem with your iOS or Android smartphone or tablet. Having flown drones from the Phantom range extensively, I'd considered them to be impressively compact and lightweight for their capabilities, but the Mavic Pro is in a whole different league when it comes to portability. When the postman delivered the box to my house, I thought there'd been some mistake. Surely this package, smaller than a shoebox, couldn't contain a 1,000 pounds plus quadcopter, a controller and a battery charger. But it did, because the Mavic is shockingly tiny compared to its Phantom cousins, about 1/6 of the size, when folded. My immediate concern was that its small size would detract from its in-air stability and or its image quality. But even with it niggling in the back of mind, I couldn't help but be impressed by how neatly the drone and its controller folded down. This is the first 4K drone I've seen that feels like it could genuinely be carried all day without any thought. The Phantoms require being lugged around in special, bulky backpacks or cases, but the Mavic Pro will happily fit in the smallest of bags. It has solidly built too, with the majority of the quadcopter being constructed from tough plastic. Handy to know, given that anyone who buys a drone is likely to have at least one or two slight aerial mishaps during their ownership. The gimbal-mounted camera feels more delicate, but DJI supplies a clear plastic cage that protects it from harm while you're carrying it around. The camera is small but fairly powerful on paper. Its 0.5-inch sensor can capture 12MP stills in JPEG or DNG RAW format, as well as video at a variety of resolutions and frame rates, 4K at 30 fps or 1080p at up to 96 fps. It is mounted on a tiny motorized gimbal that, in combination with the drone's suite of sensors, is able to make near-instant adjustments to keep itself level at all times. You can also set it to a pop mode, which tilts and turns it along with the drone. There are 4 other cameras on board, but these aren't for photography, they to aid in flight stability and safety. 2 downward-facing cameras help keep the drone from drifting around indoors or in areas of poor GPS coverage. Usually, GPS data is used to maintain position, while another pair faces frontwards, detecting obstacles in a forward arc and preventing the drone from hitting them. It'll stop moving if it comes within a few feet of anything solid, but only when it's in front. The obstacle detection won't prevent a crash if the Mavic moves backwards or sideways into a tree, lamppost or neighbor's window. So beware. Then there's the tiny controller, which unfolds to accommodate an Apple or Android smartphone in its grip. The phone plugs into the controller with a short cable, and the controller automatically connects to the Mavic via Wi-Fi or RC. This way, you can view the drone camera's live feed, in smooth running, crisp 1080p, and change settings via the DJI Go app on your phone's screen while keeping the physical flight controls within reach. It has a long transmission range, DJI says up to 4.3 miles, depending on obstacles and other interference. I haven't attempted to test that out, as flying a drone beyond visual range would be breaking UK law. If you want to use a tablet or a phone too large to fit within the grip, there's a full-size USB port on the bottom of the controller. Plug your device into there and it'll work much the same as a phone, albeit much more awkwardly, as you'll need to prop the screen somewhere while also holding the controller. How does the Mavic fly? Effortlessly and fast. Flick it into sport mode and it'll hit a frankly scary 40 miles per hour, at a loss of that obstacle collision, mind, but even with its regular settings it's a responsive, spry flyer, acting instantly on your control inputs. Despite this speed, it's possible to make precise changes too important if you're fussy about your footage. It also ascends and descends at a satisfyingly rapid pelt, letting you get it in position for those all-important aerial shots and videos without eating up too much of the battery life. Real-life battery timings accurately reflect GS claims, so in regular mode you can expect around 27 minutes of airtime per charge, and a lot less in the power-hungry sport mode. Restoring an empty battery to full charge takes about an hour, so it might be worth investing in additional batteries, at £85 a pop, if you're planning on long flying sessions out and about. Footage and photos, meanwhile, look excellent. 4K videos are so sharp and clean that you'll scarcely believe they came from such a small camera, while 1080p clips lack some of that impact but make up for it with a 60 fps smoothness that, in some cases, you might find preferable. That said, even with the 30 fps that the 4K clips run at, I didn't notice any major issues with rolling shutter, merely some slight juddering when panning. The 12MP JPEGs are also gloriously impactful, although zooming in close on your computer screen reveals that the images are the cleanest or sharpest. You can also shoot in RAW, of course, which should allow you much more scope to tweak and fix problematic photos. Worth noting, though, the physical tininess of the camera sensor means that you're much better off doing any shooting during the day, because when things get dim there's an awful lot of noise in both stills and videos, detracting heavily from the detail, color and contrast. Do you want a tiny flying camera that doesn't compromise on battery life, flying agility and image quality, all the while maintaining a relatively affordable price tag? If so, the Mavic Pro is the best choice right now. DJI has outdone itself with this stinky drone, which brings together the best attributes of the Phantom range while adding more features and massively boosting the portability. It's a soaring success,